Now, I see some of y'all looking at me upside my head a little strange, like, what's up with her outfit today? Okay. Well, first of all, Jennifer likes to be comfortable, first of all, but I love trying things. You see my little contraption I got on my arm, y'all? You're probably wondering what that's for, huh? Well, I halfway don't know either, but we're gonna figure this out together, okay? See, I love, like, trying new things. And so we're gonna have a segment called You Will Always See Me Try. Today, guys, I am learning to shoot a bow and arrow, and I've got two of the best young archers in the nation here to help me out. From Denver, Colorado, please welcome Kaylin and Mila. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's so nice to meet you guys. Can you share some of you guys' achievements with us?
Yeah, well, we're both state championships. I have a state record. And
I have 2 state records, one in my category and one in an older category. Last year I placed 14th at 14 years old, and I also got gold in Canada.
Nice. Okay, can you guys try and teach me how to shoot? It sounds fun.
Yeah, we got this.
Okay.
You're gonna do great.
But I need to see you do it first. You're gonna show me how it's done?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, take it away. Okay, Lynn.
Let's move down here.
Okay, I'm following you, Mila.
Okay. So, first thing he's gonna do is that he's gonna straddle the shooting line here, putting each foot on either side. Next, he's gonna grab the bow, knock an arrow. He's gonna set his hook, grabbing the string. He's gonna raise the bow to eye level, draw straight back to his face. Fire.
Woo!
Okay.
Get it, Kaylin! Oh my God, that was amazing.
This next one here, he's gonna shoot at the target. Let's see how he does.
Woo! You better work. There's nothing to play with. Oh my
now
God.
I'm gonna shoot a few.
Okay. That was awesome. Mila, get it, girl.
So I'll narrate through her shots, and it's going to be slightly different than mine, but the base is the same. And her anchor, if you notice, was down here. That's because she's Olympic recurve, but you'll be learning bare bow, so yours will be more up here.
Okay.
So that will be the only difference. Now she draws back, and now she's anchored, and then she's gonna.
Woo, y'all tough! Oh my goodness.
So now her second shot is gonna be at the target. She's gonna lift up to about eye level, draw back straight back to her face. She anchors, release.
This is amazing.
Yep.
Oh, it's my turn now.
Yeah. Come on, let's take a few shots.
We got this, Jennifer.
Oh,
You can do it.
what do I go to? This is
Yeah, let's
serious.
go around.
So I'm gonna go around. Y'all think I can do this? Woo!
Okay, you're gonna place this fleshy part of your hand right in the middle of this grip.
Yes.
So when you're at full draw, you can fully push towards the target. Okay, don't draw yet. When I hand you, when I hand you your finger tab, may I put this on you?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is gonna allow you to grab the string, and it's gonna protect your fingers.
Okay.
Okay, so when you anchor against your face, I want you to touch your pinky and thumb together, and place this index finger at the corner of your mouth.
Like that?
Yeah? Okay, so I'm gonna hand you one of your arrows. You can knock those. Okay. Let's put this on. This orange fletching is always gonna be facing towards you. You hear that click as it knocks on. Okay, you wanna grab the string with 3 fingers.
3 fingers.
Yep, remember to touch your pinky and thumb together. There you go. So you're gonna lift the bow to your eye level, push forward towards the target, draw the bow, index finger at the corner of your mouth, aim at the bottom left corner of the target, and release. Great, you hit the target.
I did. Okay,
You
good.
did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, wanna try hitting the balloon now?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah? Let's start the balloon.
I'm listening, Katie.
Okay, so because
Lead
I
us.
went a little bit high and right, to compensate for that, I'm gonna aim a little bit lower and to the left.
To
Okay.
the left. I'm listening. Ooh, this is serious.
And if I may add something, you want to make sure when you draw up that your arm is straight and not bent.
Straight and not bent.
Yeah.
So you want to make it so it's nice and straight and solid.
Okay, let me stretch out a little bit. Okay. Wait,
Okay.
but then
So
let me
grab
pay
the
attention.
string with
Grab
your
the
fingers,
string.
right? Touch pinky and thumb. Raise your bow to your eye level.
Eye level.
Draw straight back to your face. Index finger in the corner of your mouth. Aim a little bit lower and left of the square. Okay.
You ready?
Yep. Release.
That was even better!
Such a good shot. It's amazing.
Can I try one more time?
Yeah. Let's do one
I
more
want to
time.
try one more time. I may not hit it, but you will always see me try. Oh my God,
Okay.
I like this, y'all.
Yeah, it's
A lot
so
of fun.
fun.
Okay, one more time.
Yeah,
One
you
more
got
time. Okay,
this.
you got this.
Okay, they so
Okay.
cute. Okay.
Okay. Wow. So this time, just aim extra low and extra to the left.
Extra low. Extra low.
Okay, so 3 fingers on the string. Touch your pinky and thumb together. Draw the bow to your eye level, fully pushing out your left arm. Index finger at the corner of your mouth. Aim low and left of the bottom left corner on the square. Oh, so close!
I get better. I want to do more of this. Oh my God.
If anyone wants to do more, you can always go to usaarchery.org, and then you can find a local range near you, and they'll supply the equipment you need to shoot and coaching.
I want to do
Yes.
it. Y'all want to try? Y'all should try it. Oh my God, thank you guys. You are amazing. Okay, thank y'all for being great teachers. And can I give you guys something before you go? I just wanted to give you a little treat for coming to see about me and teaching me something cool and new. This is from the Jennifer Hudson Show. Keep up the amazing work. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
I'm gonna keep trying. We'll be right back. Our next guests have the internet blushing. They've gone viral for their spicy tips on love and intimacy. Y'all take a look.
Y'all, me and my man getting ready to go out. Wait, babe. I know he up to, oh no, babe. Babe, you is not messing up my hair. No, you not messing up my hair. Babe, don't do that. Don't.
I'm gonna get it done again.
I love it. From New Orleans, please welcome Rita and Theodore Smith. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
You look good.
Thank you. So do you. It's such a pleasure. Girl, my man love your voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. Okay, we want tips from y'all. We want to learn from y'all. We just want to hear from you.
Okay.
Okay, so tell me, how did your story begin? Like, how did you two, come together, and how you keep this love thing going?
I was her first boyfriend,
And only.
and
And only.
Only.
she happened to be, we grew up in the neighborhood, and she happened to be walking one way and I'm coming the other way. And a lot of guys wanted to talk to her,
Yes.
Yeah.
but she kind of was unapproachable. So I don't know where I got the courage from, but I had got the courage. I said, we went to just talking, and I said, you mind if I have your phone number? I ain't thought she would give it to me,
Oh, I gave it to him.
and she gave it to me.
I gave it to him.
Okay.
And we have been hitting it up ever since.
Yes.
Ever since.
Yes.
Ever
Yes.
Don't you just love it?
Yes.
Rita, where you get your confidence from?
I think I was created like that. You know, I like to keep myself up, keep myself adorned, and I'm always in the mirror. I say, girl, you look good, girl.
Yes.
Yes. Stuff like that.
Yes.
Even when he
Yes.
coming home from work, I get my little self together. I say, oh, girl, you look so fine for him.
Yes.
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 I do that. Like, I really do that.
Is that the trick? For 43 years, what is the secret?
one of the secrets is I knew what I wanted in a woman. And I would say that I used to take a lingerie shopping, take a lingerie shopping because I don't just want to be married just to be married. I want a marriage on fire. On fire. I want it to be hot. You know, most of the time we get into a relationship, I got her now, so it's over with. No, this ain't gonna happen here.
And let me just say this. I got to say this. This role playing will keep your man.
Yes.
Baby, I come out there like Catwoman. I be growling. I come out there like Xena Warrior. Start throwing. I mean, look, I'm telling you, I come out there with my bow and arrow, and then I'll say, I'm just a mermaid today. You know, and that's what I do.
Yes.
Now, you don't tell them what characters you're going to be.
No,
just
you
bust
never
out.
know.
Yes.
I just
Yes.
always go in my bedroom. My bedroom is so gorgeous, y'all. And I keep lingerie in it, so when I'm in there, I have to stand up to show you this.
Just stand on
After I
up.
put my lingerie on, I say, "Oh, girl, you so fine." And then I make my entrance in the room. If my chandelier could talk, from the chandelier to the front of the bed,
And also,
I love it.
We love you.
Okay.
And also, you know, to keep this thing spicy, I would take her to the lingerie store. We have a budget. And in that budget is for lingerie, for sex appeal. Because I'm like this here. Me and my wife, we got a thing is, we're not coming to bed with no warfare clothes.
Oh, no.
We call them warfare clothes. No long pants, no shorts. No, you're going to have lingerie on
Silk robe and snatches.
You're going to bed in lingerie every night.
every night.
You know what, y'all? Let me tell y'all this.
Okay.
Put these silk robes on, the little belt, the little snatches under it. Pew! It's history. History. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And the next day, oh, he just be hitting me up
Yes.
all day. What you doing? I said, babe, you just left.
We all want to love like this, don't we?
But I'm serious. That's how it is, though. That's exactly how it goes.
And I think one of the key things to keeping a marriage spicy is when you dated her, you did all that. You got to, it's like an investment. You got to invest. Whatever you put into this marriage, that's what you're going to get out of it. You got to make deposits, just like you do a bank. If you don't have nothing in it, you're not going to get nothing out of it. You got to continuously make deposits. And that's when you're going to reach the dividends.
That's it. That part.
That's it, that part. Okay. All right. Well, in a little bit, can you give us, the audience, and me too, baby, drop some gems on us when we come back?
Yes.
Oh my God, we want all of that, baby. And don't come to bed with no war clothes. We'll be right back with Rita and Theodore. We're back with our favorite spicy couple, Rita and Theodore. Okay, so can you help our audience out a little bit with some of your gems?
Okay.
Okay. Who has a question? What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Denise, and I'm from New York.
Okay, Denise, thank you for being here. What's your question, Denise?
My question, you give me hope. You guys give me hope.
Thank you.
And you've started giving us some of those tips on keeping it spicy. Can you give us some more tips that you can share?
Ooh, let me just say this to y'all. Keeping it spicy is just, oh my God, it's just so relaxing. Because see, once you put that lingerie on, let me tell you, see when you put that lingerie on, he just goes crazy. Like the beast come out of him, honestly. And then you know what else? I just walk through the house, I know what I be doing. Like he be watching TV, I'll walk through the house and just sit on his lap. You know, I just do all this, you know, I'll stoop over so you can see my butt, you know. You know, I do things like that, you know, and then I'll do stuff like that, and he'll say, ooh, must be jam, because jelly don't shake like that. You wear that lingerie till you can't wear it anymore.
I'm going to get mine to my bro.
I bought you some.
Oh, you did?
I bought
Well, you
some.
hold on to him because that's what we going to do next. Thank you. Listen. Hold the line. Hello, what's your name and where you from?
My name is Claudia, and I'm from Highland, California, the Inland Empire.
What's your question?
So my question is very simple. So my husband is very busy. I'm a stay-at-home mom, 3 boys, hi boys, 3 dogs, and should we schedule like sexy time, or is just, I don't know.
We have 3 children. There are now 3 adults. But the way we discipline them and train them, you know, you can't run around and do all this stuff. They knew better to knock on that door, because whenever that door is shut, that means action is going on in our bedroom. So our kids knew us. They really did. They knew this is what we do. And so that part, you have to take that time for yourself, because let me tell you, when you become an empty nester, you don't want to be like, well, what we do? You want to keep it going. So when they out, you can pour the ring from the chandelier, from the bed, from the front to the back. I'm telling you, that's how we live our lives. He come through the house and he be like, you think I look good in this? I say, oh, yes, indeed. You know, just be ready. Yeah, you have to put those kids to bed. Put them to bed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, girl, you got tips for days. Yes.
Yeah, you got to put them to bed.
I hope y'all taking notes. Everybody taking notes. Hold on, I have to, because you said over here, this is your daughter and your grandson.
My daughter.
I can't help but to see the grandson's face. Please, baby, what you taking? This is just for me, y'all.
He's quiet.
He ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. His face said everything. Now, y'all are favorite experts, and we couldn't let y'all leave empty-handed. No. Let's see, we have these lovely things for you. Something silky to wear. Here you go. And $250 for an LA date night for you. Keep that sexy time alive. Keep the love in the air. Look at this. We'll be right back. For Black History Month, we're partnering with American Family Insurance to celebrate dreamers who can change the world. American Family Insurance knows that a legacy is a reflection of dreams achieved. And by honoring those who pursue their dreams, we can inspire others. And our next guest is a change maker, helping families in Black and brown communities build generational wealth through her work with Housing Resources, Inc. From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, please welcome LaWanda Chambers. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here with you.
How are you feeling right now?
Oh, it's a dream come true. I'm feeling great.
You look beautiful. It's like you look like me. Okay, can you tell us what is Housing Resource, Inc.?
Housing Resources is a nonprofit organization. We've been around for over 30 plus years, providing home buyers education to first-time home buyers.
Wow.
So it's some serious stuff, because the home buying process can be really intimidating. And because it's intimidating, we take all the stress. We educate people on everything that they need to know from start to finish of becoming a home buyer.
And how did you get involved with the organization?
Well, at 26, I actually went through the program myself and became a homeowner.
At 26?
At 26.
Wow. Because home buying, like you said, it can be intimidating. So what kind of programs do you guys offer?
Well, we educate people on how to become a homeowner, and that was some very important education that I needed, being the matriarch of my family and taking care of my mom and my siblings. It was really essential for me to go through that program because it provided me with stability so I could achieve my other dreams and goals. And so going through that program and actually becoming a homeowner and then coming here and being full circle moment right now, I actually went to serve HRI as a board member and started off as a board member, became a secretary, and now I'm the vice president of the board.
I was sitting here thinking that, like, wow. How does that feel?
It feels amazing, because I never thought that I would actually be on a board at any point. And at that time, I actually was the youngest board member to sit on the board, so I just learned so many things from all of the other board members. So
that
it's
you
great.
can help others now.
Absolutely.
That is amazing. And can you tell me what some of the disadvantages Black and brown people experience while trying to purchase a home?
Oh, several, but I'll name just a few. So, seriously, because it's a lot.
But the things that come up the most would be location discrimination. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. So realtors don't always take you to areas where you may find more desirable. And historically, that's called redlining. So that still occurs. I would also talk about loan discrimination. I experienced that. I was offered a pre-approval, and when it was time for me to close, I was unable to close because the bank wouldn't give me the loan. And I will also talk about ageism, discrimination against age. I had one client talk to me about some of the feedback she was receiving from the actual lenders, asking her questions such as, do you think that you'll be around for the term of your loan, because she was older? And that has nothing to do with the process, but to be asked that would set you back and make you think that you can't become a homeowner, right?
Yes, yes. And how does the organization, how would they step into something like that to make a difference?
We educate people and provide them with the confidence so that they're able to speak to lenders and know what language to utilize, as well as knowing what their rights are and knowing that you can become a homeowner and those are not any of the requirements. So we have a whole team of people that we work with and that we can refer our clients to work with as well, from our lenders to the banks, appraisals, inspections, handyman. Even after you purchase your home, you can reach back out to us and ask us for any resource we'll align you with, or we'll help you to find that resource.
Okay, this is awesome. And why is it important to leverage resources for this community?
It's very important because of everything we just talked about with the discrimination. It's very, very essential that people are able to have asset building opportunities, that they have stability so that they can achieve their other goals and dreams, and that they're able to build generational wealth, because that's very important for us in the Black and brown community, that we're able to provide something for our families to reach back and take advantage of too.
I love your passion about this. Can you stick around for a little bit longer?
Absolutely.
All right, more with LaWanda. When we return, we'll be right back. We're back with LaWanda Chambers of Housing Resources, Inc. Now tell us, how has working with HRI changed your life?
In so many ways. It has provided me with stability for my home and my household, because like I said, I'm the matriarch of my family. I take care of my mother and my siblings. And so being able to have that stability was a dream come true, because it laid the foundation for me to be able to essentially make other dreams that I wanted to come true. I was able to get my bachelor's and master's degree. And so I'm currently a board-certified licensed professional counselor and addictions counselor.
Oh my goodness.
So having that stability actually provided me with the space and opportunity not to be worried about the things that I had to be worried about when I was a renter. So now that I've become this board-certified professional, right, I'm also the proud business owner of Life Wellness and Counseling Services, so that I'm also able to go out in the community and provide outpatient mental health services to people that look like me. So it's just a full circle moment to say, when you're persistent and you're focused on your dreams and you lay a foundation, when you can see what's in front of you, then you can just reach out and achieve your other goals. So it has been phenomenal.
You are phenomenal.
I'm greatly appreciative of this organization.
So what advice would you give someone who doesn't believe home ownership is achievable?
I would say, don't put that in your mind, first of all. One step at a time, because home buying, you can become a homeowner with persistence, being able to set smaller goals so that you're able to take advantage of what I call Wisconsin's best kept secret. Take your time.
Wow. What would you say that you find is people's biggest fear of home buying when they're,
Being responsible for their properties comes up a lot. And I challenge people and I say, well, when your landlord had been responsible, had they always shown up for you? because that was one of the biggest issues for me. The landlord wasn't showing up for us.
Yeah.
And so if I am paying for repairs out of my pocket and then working to be reimbursed by the landlord, it sounds like being a homeowner is better because
I was going to ask, renting or buying is
buying.
Buying.
Because you're building equity. You don't get any equity in renting.
So tell me, what is your dream for your organization?
That we're able to serve more people in our city, in our state, quite naturally, because I believe more people should become homeowners.
Yes.
And if you're educated and you know about this resource, then you're more willing to go out and get the education so that you can position yourself to be a homeowner. And I also think that it's important for people to know where we are and how to get to us and know that we're accessible. We're providing services virtual and in person, so that's also important. And I just want everyone to know that becoming a homeowner isn't that far within your grasp. It's definitely something that you can do if you want to do it, and we'll help you go through that process from start to finish. So I want people to experience the dream come true that I've had. I want people to experience that good thing. Yes. I know it's the top of most of people's list to become a homeowner. Well, I want you to know that's possible and that we can make your dreams come true and help you to be able to do that.
I love that so much. I love to see when people get a home. That's one of my favorite things to witness and see. And so we thank you so much for everything that you are doing and for sharing your story with us. We want to support the work you're doing with a donation of $10,000. Okay? You keep up the great work, young lady. You're awesome. Thank you for joining us. Keep blessing people and showing them they can get homes. We can all have a home, y'all. We'll be right back. Our next guest is one of the stars on the hit HBO series, And Just Like That. She's also on The Morning Show on Apple TV+. Please welcome Karen Pittman!
I'm not going to bust out in any Russian today, so just don't be worried about it.
I am so happy to have you here.
I'm so glad to be here.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. I saw you doing that archery out there. You were killing it.
Man, I heard your daughter can do it.
Yes. Wasn't she? What was she? Yeah. My daughter does archery. She also does riflery. My daughter knows that through summer camp, like what those kids were doing there. It's really, really transformed her. She can do things that she never thought she ever could do. And archery and riflery are one of those things that's just so much fun, you know, trying it out.
Have you done it?
I haven't.
Listen, I just tried it. I thought it was relaxing. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, my kids can do things that I can't do.
Mine too.
My son can milk a cow.
Oh.
I know, right? My daughter can ride horseback. I mean, they could do things that I could never do, so.
That's amazing.
Yes, yes.
Got to be inspired by that. But you look amazing, and you look stunning at the SAG Awards. How was that for you?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Did you see all that bling?
Yes.
I thought I needed a security guard for all that bling. It was amazing. That was our second time being nominated for that award, SAG Award. And it's always a joy to be there at any award show, but really great to be there with all of your actor friends, like all of your colleagues on the show. And it was a real celebration for us. We're 3 seasons in.
3 seasons in.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yes.
Congratulations on all of that. And the morning show just got picked up for a 4th season.
That's right, season 4.
How is that?
We're very excited. I mean, I was, people loved season 3. So we are very excited about season 4. I was just talking to our showrunner, Charlotte Stott, about what we could do for Mia Jordan, what language she's going to speak in season 4. Do you know? We don't know. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be interesting. That whole network fell apart in season 3, like a huge merger and everything. And so now they put it back together, and we'll see how they do it in season 4. So
we can't wait to see, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I want to go to the accents real quick. Like the way it was coming out so easily, like Did you train for that? What was the process
I did,
like?
but you know, I studied opera at Northwestern. You know, we've spent a lot of time in Chicago. You're from Chicago,
Yes.
but I spent a ton of time in Chicago, and I love Chicago. And I studied opera at Northwestern. And so while there you have to learn, while you don't necessarily have to know the language, you have to speak.
Yes, yes.
Different languages. So I can speak a lot of different languages. I actually know Italian very well. And Spanish, just because I also live in New York, and you really can't live in New York and not know some Spanish. But yeah, Russian that was a lot of fun. That was a brainstorming idea of the writers on the show that Mia speaks Russian.
Nice. You was really speaking it, honey. That's for sure. I said, okay. Okay, and then speaking of opera, I know you Nessun Dorma. You familiar with that song? Nessun Dorma.
Nessun Dorma.
Oh, I get a little note.
Listen to me. I am a bit, we know the Aretha Franklin moment where she's singing on the Grammys because Luciano Pavarotti was not able to be there. Just one of my favorite arias, and I know you've done it.
Yes, it took me the whole pandemic to learn it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Italian, just one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite singers, Luciano Pavarotti, and it's amazing.
Mine too.
Amazing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, we could talk all day.
Yeah.
And then you were nominated for your first Critics' Choice Award.
Yes.
Congratulations to you on that. How did that feel?
Well, you know, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this,
Yes.
right? You know, I've been doing this for...
Yes.
Who knows what I'm
sound
talking
like
about?
Chicago.
Listen, we on the Jennifer Hudson show, honey.
Have your moment, tell them.
I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. And so I've been doing this for a while, and it's great to get that kind of recognition.
Exactly.
I worked very hard doing 2 shows, as you well know, and Just Like That, and The Morning Show, and Yellowstone, and Homeland. We've just been doing this for a while, and so it's meaningful that the critics nominated me for that award because they see all of the work.
Right.
They see everything. And there's hundreds of television shows streaming right now even. And so the fact that I was recognized amongst my peers is a real sign of excellence for me. And I was so grateful for that. It was a real honor.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
You really do deserve it. Yes, ma'am. And we also have something else in common because I was in Sex and the City, the movie, and you star in the reboot.
That's right.
That?
Well,
I'm gonna be a part of it.
the reboot is fun, as you well know, those actors and those women on that show. Yes, honey.
Awesome.
Nia Wallace, honey. Professor Wallace, she had a great time season 2. Did you guys see her having the best time with the tender guy?
Yes.
Yes.
Fabulous and all. I love this.
She was out there in New York City. You know what is great about doing the reboot is being in New York. It's its own character.
It is.
And sort of being a woman out there doing your thing, independent, you know, in New York City. There's such a beautiful spirit about being there and doing a show with all of the people in New York, and Sarah Jessica and Cynthia and Kristen and everyone.
You know what? That reminds me of when I got to do the film. It was the second film I shot after Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls was on, LA Center stage. So it was just us, and it was very organized. And then I flew to New York to shoot Sex and the City.
Chaos.
And talk about a character, the people in the streets yelling at me, walking through the expressway, and I'm like, I'm shooting. I don't know how to deal with all of this.
Exactly. It takes a while to get used to it. That was my
does.
experience season 1, where people are you know, watching your rehearsals. They're seeing everything that you're used to being in a room, rehearsing quietly, and then, you know, action, and then you do the scene. But not in New York, not for that show. People love it.
Love it, that they're a part of it.
Yes.
And we love you in it. Thank you so much for being here. Will you come back again and see us?
Are you kidding me?
We love having you here. You gotta be fabulous. Be sure to watch The Morning Show streaming now on Apple TV+. We'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.